Yo, what's up everyone, it's Julian Botar, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the world of website development. Whether you're a complete beginner or you've dabbled in HTML and CSS, this guide will take you through every step of building a website from scratch. So grab your favorite notebook, fire up your laptop, and let's turn that website idea into a reality. Alright, before we even think about touching a line of code, we need a solid plan. First up, ask yourself, what's the purpose of this website? Are you showcasing a portfolio, selling products, or building a community blog? Next, who are you building this for? Understanding your target audience is key. Are they tech-savvy millennials or business professionals? This will heavily influence your website's design and content. Now let's talk features. What are the must-haves for your website? A contact form, an online store, a blog section. List out everything you can think of, from the essential to the nice-to-haves. Once you've got that down, it's time to think about the user experience, or UX. How do you want people to feel when they land on your site? Remember, a well-planned website is a successful website. Now that we've got our blueprint, it's time to secure our online address, the domain name. This is what people will type into their browsers to visit your website, so it needs to be memorable, catchy, and relevant to your brand. First and foremost, keep it short and sweet. Nobody wants to type in a novel's worth of characters. Try to use keywords that describe your website's purpose. For example, if you're building a website about photography, try incorporating words like photo, lens, or capture. Next, make it easy to spell and pronounce. You don't want people struggling to find you because they can't remember how to spell your domain. And trust me, you want to avoid hyphens and numbers if possible. They can be confusing and look unprofessional. Now, when it comes to extensions, .com is still king. But if you're set on a different extension like net.org or even something more niche, that's totally cool. Finally, once you've landed on a few potential winners, check their availability. There are tons of domain registrars out there like GoDaddy and Namecheap. Okay, so we've got our domain name, which means it's time to find a place to park it. I'm talking about web hosting. Think of this as renting a space on the internet for your website to live. Choosing the right hosting can seriously impact your site's speed, reliability, and even security. Now, there are tons of hosting providers out there, each with their own pros and cons. For beginners, shared hosting is usually the most budget-friendly option. If you're expecting a lot of traffic or need more control, VPS hosting or cloud hosting might be a better fit. When evaluating hosting providers, pay close attention to uptime guarantees, customer support, and storage space. Research different plans, read reviews, and don't hesitate to contact their customer support to get a feel for their service. Remember, your website's performance depends on it, so choose wisely. Alright, now for the fun part. Designing your website. This is where your brand's personality and style really come to life. But before you jump into Photoshop or start picking out color palettes, let's talk about user experience, or UX. The goal here is to create a website that's not only visually appealing but also intuitive and easy to navigate. Think about how people interact with websites. They scan pages quickly, looking for information that's relevant to them. So keep your layout clean and organized. Use clear headings, concise paragraphs, and bullet points to break up text. High-quality images and videos can also make your website more engaging. Next, consider your website's navigation. Is it easy for users to find what they're looking for? A well-structured menu and clear call to actions can make all the difference. Remember, your website's design is the first impression you make on visitors. With our design ready to go, it's time to roll up our sleeves and start building. This is where we'll be using languages like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to transform our design into a functional website. Now don't worry if you're not a coding wizard. There are tons of resources available online like Free Code Camp and Codecademy that can teach you the basics. If you're not comfortable coding from scratch, that's totally fine. Content management systems, or CMS platforms like WordPress, Wix, and Squarespace offer a more user-friendly approach. You can customize these templates to match your brand and add your own content without writing a single line of code. And as you build, remember to test your website regularly in different browsers to ensure cross-compatibility. Our website is built, but it's still a blank canvas. It's time to breathe life into it with compelling content. This is what will engage your audience, communicate your message, and ultimately determine the success of your website. Start by identifying your target audience and what they're looking for. When it comes to website content, quality trumps quantity. Use a variety of formats like blog posts, articles, videos, infographics, and even podcasts to keep things interesting and cater to different learning styles. And don't forget about the importance of visuals. We've built an awesome website with killer content, but what good is it if nobody can find it? That's where search engine optimization, or SEO, comes in. This is the art of making your website more visible in search engine results pages, like Google. One of the most important aspects of SEO is keyword research. These are the terms people are typing into search engines to find information related to your website. Use tools like Google Keyword Planner to identify relevant keywords for your niche. Once you have your keywords, incorporate them naturally into your website's content, headings, image alt text, and even your URLs. But don't overdo it. Keyword stuffing can actually hurt your rankings. Next, focus on building high-quality backlinks. SEO is an ongoing process, so make it a habit to regularly update your website with fresh content and optimize for new keywords. Our website is almost ready for launch, but first we need to make sure everything works flawlessly. This is where thorough testing comes in. We need to put ourselves in the shoes of our visitors and experience the website from their perspective. Start by testing your website on different browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Safari, and Edge. Make sure the layout, functionality, and responsiveness are consistent across all browsers. Pay close attention to how images, videos, and forms are displayed. Next, test on different devices, including desktops, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. Your website should adapt seamlessly to different screen sizes and resolutions. Don't forget to test your website speed. Use tools like Google PageSpeed Insights to identify areas for improvement and optimize your website for faster loading times. Alright, the moment we've all been waiting for, it's time to launch our website into the world. But before we hit that publish button, let's make sure we've covered all our bases. First, double-check everything one last time. Go through your website with a fine-tooth comb and ensure all your content is accurate, your images are optimized, and your forms are working correctly. It's always a good idea to have a fresh pair of eyes review it as well. Next, submit your website to search engines. This lets Google, Bing, and other search engines know that your website exists and should be included in their index. You can submit your sitemap directly through Google Search Console and Bing Webmaster Tools. Now, it's time to spread the word. Share your website on social media, announce it to your email list, and reach out to influencers in your niche. Remember, launching your website is just the beginning. Congratulations on launching your website. But hold on, our journey isn't over yet. Just like a car needs regular maintenance to run smoothly, your website requires ongoing care and attention to stay relevant, secure, and up to date. First and foremost, keep your website's content fresh and engaging. Regularly publish new blog posts, update existing pages with new information, and remove any outdated content. This shows search engines that your website is active and provides value to visitors. Next, make sure your website is secure. Install an SSL certificate to encrypt sensitive information, use strong passwords, and keep your software and plugins up to date to protect against vulnerabilities. Regularly back up your website. This ensures that you have a copy of your data in case of a technical glitch, a hacking attempt, or any other unforeseen circumstances. Keep an eye on your website's analytics. And there you have it. We've covered everything from the initial planning stages to the ongoing maintenance of your website. Remember, building a successful website takes time, effort, and a willingness to learn and adapt. But trust me, the rewards are well worth it. A well-designed, informative, and engaging website can help you reach a wider audience, grow your brand, and achieve your online goals. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more helpful tips and tutorials. Thanks for watching.